Here's a thing I bet you didn't expect of some guy who runs a YouTube animation channel in his free time, that guy being me. I sell drugs, just kidding. It's really that I work out, and not like the cardio type of working out, more like the lifting weights sort of working out. Been going to the gym for a little over a year now. Don't want to brag, but I've made a considerable progress since I started. Freshman year of college, about halfway through the semester, my brother, roommate, and I decided to start lifting together. We got into a pretty regular routine, going in the mornings before class. The only goal of our workout sessions, of course, being the acquisition of gains. I thought it was great, getting up at 5:45 in the morning, 5 days a week, and dragging myself out of bed to move objects of a set weight. No, but really, I loved it. I even got a taste of the bro life, eating 90% protein in every meal, complaining that I can't walk up the stairs after leg day, and occasionally skipping leg day when there was something else going on, like a test, a late night of studying, my cat needed to be fed, I had to do laundry, there was a full moon. Heck, the list of reasons to skip leg day were endless. Of course, one of the first things that you notice when you start working out is all the people who are in better shape than you. You just need to think of these people as inspiration. There was one particular man in the gym that the three of us looked up to. We first noticed him because of his ability to bench 315 pounds, which only a handful of people in the gym could do. He was tall, muscular, handsome, no homo. I may or may not be willing to get into a romantic relationship with him, also no homo. We didn't know his name at first, so we just called him Senpai. Since we would work out at the same time as him, he eventually recognized us as regulars and would give us the occasional, "How you doing?" to which we would respond with, "Senpai noticed us! Anata no yarikata oshiete kudasai!" and then giggle like Japanese schoolgirls as he walked away. We would get up at the ungodly hour of 5:45 a.m. because the rec center was extremely crowded in the evening and we had classes the rest of the day. Our weekly routine usually went something like this. Chest on Monday, then legs, then shoulders, Thursday was a break day, then we would hit back on Friday and arms on Saturday. One Wednesday, we had just finished shoulders, so the next day we were planning on sleeping in and relaxing a little bit. But on our way out, Senpai said, "I'll see you guys tomorrow," to which we replied with, "Hee hee, you too." So just because Senpai said, "I'll see you guys tomorrow," we didn't sleep in, got up at 5:45 in the morning, and worked out again. Is there a moral to this? Not at all. It just shows how unnecessarily dedicated we were to Senpai. There's something we've started doing since we started lifting, and we call it admirin'. Apparently it's an actual word according to Urban Dictionary. It's short for admiring, but before I go on, I'd like to first clarify that we are all very straight. Just putting that out there. So, what admirin' is when you admire another person's physique, and this is very applicable to guys in the gym. For example, you might see a guy doing 50-pound curls and be like, "Dang, look at the size of them biceps." Or maybe there's a dude busting out some shrugs with 3 plates on each side and you can appreciate his juicy-looking traps. One time, the three of us were watching the first Bourne movie, and there was this scene where things were getting pretty steamy. Bourne had just taken his shirt off and there was a scantily clad female next to him, so being the perfectly straight males that we were, someone said, "Hey, pan down so we can see his triceps." Okay, so like I said before, we worked out at the college rec center, which was honestly a very good facility. The only downside to it was the music that they played on the overhead speakers. I had to start bringing my own headphones when I went to lift, not because I needed music to get me pumped, but just so that I didn't have to hear whatever garbage they decided to play. Their music was the opposite of exciting, invigorating, inspiring, whatever qualities you would want in music when you're doing physical activity. It ranged anywhere from elevator music to the crappy remixes of popular pop songs, which are supposed to help you work out, but are actually so bad that they hinder your workout experience. I would be in the middle of, say, my max squat, a solid 5 plates. Every ounce of effort I had would be being put into this lift, when suddenly I'd hear something like, "Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows," playing on the speakers. Like, that was an actual song that they played. Not even in a meme sort of way. Playing that kind of music is a good way to get a man killed at the gym. There will probably be a guy someday doing bench and then he drops the barbell on his neck out of pure shock from the literal trash that is entering his ear cavities. Now let me tell you about Mirror Girl. Mirror Girl was this chick that worked out at the same time as us three every day, so we saw her quite often. At first, we had this sort of mutual feeling of respect towards her because she was definitely one of the strongest girls in the gym, especially because she did more than butt exercises like most girls do. She worked out her upper body just as much as her lower body, whereas most girls either did purely aerobic exercises or just worked out their glutes because they think they'd end up looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger if they touched a dumbbell. Anyways, I'll explain why we called her Mirror Girl. So I think it's pretty typical of gyms to have a ton of large mirrors along the walls for the sole purpose of checking out your sick arm pump when doing curls. One day we were going to do some sort of exercise with dumbbells, so we picked whatever weight we needed and went in front of the mirror. As soon as we started, we hear someone say behind us, "Hey, could you move? You're blocking the mirror." So we turn around to see this girl about 15 feet behind us doing some other lift with a straight bar. Like, that put her over 20 feet away from the mirror, and she expected the entire section in front of her to be clear. Just no, that's not how proper gym etiquette works. Some days it's so crowded you'll have guys sitting on their lifting buddies' shoulders so that they don't take up too much space. So a spot in front of the mirror was extremely valuable gym real estate, and this girl wanted a good 60 square foot area of prime mirror space to herself. Yes, we did end up moving because we're nice people, but we also lost all respect for her, and she was thus known as Mirror Girl. And that is the end of any interesting parts of my workout experience. And I would like to encourage you all to go get a taste of the gym if you haven't already. Tell me about your gym experiences in the comments, but I want you to type everything backwards. Cool, thanks. If I see any forward written comments, may a curse of 2% milk shortage descend on your family. And I've also sort of been thinking about the day that I hit 100,000 subscribers, if that ever happens. Should I do the obvious thing, which would be a Q&A video, or do something more creative, like a vlog of me cooking or something like that? I don't know. Just let me know any ideas you have in the comments, written backwards, of course. Anyway, thanks, bye.